I just wanna hot box in the summertime on a runaway. Why is it the right times? Always in the wrong place. Honeymoon trip around the sun. It's a long way. You can pick the flight path. Promise we'll be right back.
The elephant in the room, what made the circus dance? I've been trapezing on that tightrope, trying to circumvent the circumstances, mitigating summer's eve. The situation's changing. I think about you when I wake and fall asleep, but I don't know what happens in between, cause honestly I don't remember my dreams lately. A little strange given I just got off the weed, ain't it? Full house in hand, John Stamos and Candace, huh? Caught up your sleeve, still telling me to end ya.
For the moment, try and hold it.
So as a result of coronavirus hitting the United States, a lot of businesses and a lot of things and a lot of events that I had slated for this year did not happen. One of the biggest things that I didn't have happen was, well, my internship at this church called Willow Creek North Shore. Now, I was contracting a lot, so we're doing a lot of shoots inside, shooting a lot of their worship content because I needed to basically make church completely online. But I didn't have all the events that were slated for me to work on while I was interning. So I was kind of itching to go on another shoot, and I also wasn't really doing event videography or anything like that, which was the main backbone of my business beforehand this year because there's not really any events to shoot. Last year, a friend of mine gave me all of his contacts in specifically mostly real estate when he moved off to go to college, and one of those contacts got back to me. It was a real estate video. Now, I immediately jumped onto this because I literally have not got my camera gear and stuff ready to go out and shoot anything outside my house in so many months. It's just been a long time, and I was fiending to go do something. So I took this job, and basically this is how it went. Went on Lens Rentals, grabbed a drone because it was basically drone videography and photography, mostly photography though, and shooting a couple scenes by the beach. So I got my friend PJ to come with me to film on another camera. I grabbed this camera, got it rigged up, and pretty much this is kind of how the day went. So basically the job was for me to go to this location down in in the Northbrook area, and it was shoot this house really quickly. The interior we did not shoot, it was only exterior photos and video. In fact, I think the client wasn't even really expecting much video, but I did do a lot of that because that's what I do mostly. So I didn't want to not do the thing that I'm generally speaking better at, mediocre at. I'm good at photography, but only in relation to videography because I understand how images should look for the most part, right? The client wanted me to shoot some scenes of these kids playing on the beach with the drone and with, of course, my camera, and them walking down the beach and, in this area, just to kind of show off this area, and then also to show off the fact that it's close to the house. This beach area is this beach is like a 2-minute walk from the house, so it's just, they wanted to incorporate that in the video as a selling point to say that, hey, you're right next to the beach, you can go here anytime you want. So pretty simple day. I have not shot a real estate video at all before, so I pretty much just winged it. Honestly, I didn't expect flying a drone to be this easy. I've flown a drone before, but only over the Willow Creek facility, and that was just literally me just flying over it straight. I never did anything complicated with it. In this case, I had to do a lot more complicated movements and things like this, but it was actually pretty easy. It wasn't even that hard to do. The challenges actually came when it came down to filming the actual kids, because the kids weren't trained actors. I didn't really have I didn't really have any planned shots. I just thought, I was kind of told on the spot, hey, we want to do this, can you do this? And I was like, yeah. So the shots are pretty randomly put together. I did make an edit that I'm going to send to the client actually today, but this is basically how it went. Got some shots of the beach. I threw the drone up. There was a kid who kept trying to splash the drone for some reason with a rock, but yeah, threw the drone up, got an extra shot of this one house because it looked sick coming down from the trees. Very basic stuff. I watched a couple of videos on how to get the best drone shots, and basically what I learned was that the best thing to do is to either go super high and go straight down when you're looking at waves and stuff like that, or you're flying super low and looking straight out, and then that'll get a nice little video. So did a bunch of that, did a lot of tracking shots where I was having the kids just run, very basic stuff, and then I grabbed my glide cam and my camera, and I basically filmed a bunch of random B-roll. Then we went back to the house, shot some drone video and some action on my DSLR as well of the kid just jumping into the pool, playing in the pool, just splashing in the water. That was like one of the bigger attractions of the house, especially in the exterior. And then just got some basic exterior shots, like flying over it, flying like next to it, you know, panning side to side, basic stuff. There's a lot of trees in that area, so it was a little bit dangerous. I had to keep the camera movements a little bit conservative just because I'm not a super experienced flyer, and you know, I'm still learning how to fly by sight, so I really had to like really be cautious and careful when I was doing these shots, but I got them done and it worked out. So yeah, and then I took some basic pictures, learned how to make panoramas. So I made a lot of mistakes with the pictures because there's a difference on the drone between a spherical panorama and then the actual, just the super wide shot. They called it a wide and not a panorama on the actual thing. Apparently a panorama is way wider than just their wide angle stitched picture, because they would make in order to make a more wide angle picture, they would stitch together pictures like in a panorama, right? But they have two different settings for that. So I messed that up. The listing happens in February, so I don't need to even give the stuff to the client yet. Honestly, I could still go back and get some pictures and video if I really wanted to, but honestly, with what I have, I'm going to make something decent, so I'm just going to do it. It's my first video. I made a lot of mistakes. The first video of a kind, you got to act like a professional, like you know what you're doing, but you don't know what you're doing. It's the first one I've ever made like this, so you know, you got to live and you learn. So overall though, pretty easy shoot, quick $400, not that hard. But I have another video coming out soon. Gonna make that literally after I'm done making this video right now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm so low on energy. See what I'm doing to make these videos, to sacrifice, to advertise for myself? It's fine, I'm not mad about it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.